time to praise. Make some room, grab your parents, and let's dance.
Crazy. Some days it feels like a jungle, maybe. If you search, then you will find the treasure. Our God is big, our God is strong. The Bible tells me God is number one. I can count on God for anything. I can count on God for what I need. I can count on God, 'cause He is my creator, provider, protector, savior, and king. The time is now to discover. The Bible will help us to uncover the greatest treasure is always there. Our God is big, our God is strong. The Bible tells me God is number one. I can count on God for anything. I can count on God for what I need. I can count on God, 'cause He is my creator, provider, protector, savior, and king. Here we go. Every move I make, I'm making you. You make me move, Jesus. Every breath I take, I breathe in you. Every step I take in you. You are my way, Jesus. Every breath I take, I breathe in you. Singing na 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 Every move I make, I'm making you. You make me move, Jesus. Every breath I take, I breathe in you. Every step I take in you. You are my way, Jesus. Every breath I take, I breathe in you. Waves of mercy, waves of grace. Everywhere I look, I see your face. Your love has captured me. Oh my God, this love, how can it be? Na 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 na
Hey kids, this is Miss Mariana. Today we're going to be learning about how God created the world. With your parents, you can go ahead and read Genesis chapter 1, verses 1, 2, and 3. So, most of the time, when we're familiar with a story, we assume we know what it says. The creation story is one like that. You may have heard it many times before. There's a lot going on in it, especially when you start thinking about what was there before the beginning. Before the beginning, there was nothing but God. Before anything was made, God already was, and He made everything. With a word, God made the day and the night, the land and the sea, the sun and the moon, plants and animals, and even the stars. And then finally, God made people, human beings who were made to bear his image. He formed the first man out of dirt with his own hands. He breathed life into him. Then he made a companion for the man from the man's rib, a woman. The first people were his representatives in the world he had made. They, like everything else in the world, were made to glorify him, to show the world that God is amazing. After God finished creating everything, he looked at all he had made and called it very good. Then he rested because his work of creation was finished. But the Bible's epic story was only the beginning. God wasn't alone in the beginning. There was another who was with him and who was God. The Bible calls him the Word, and later reveals another name, Jesus. Jesus is the image of the invisible God and the exact expression of his nature. Everything God made was made by Jesus, through Jesus, and for Jesus. When we glorify God, we also want to glorify his Son, Jesus, who came into the world to save us from our sins. When God created everything to give him glory, that included you. That doesn't mean it's always easy. Think about a few of your favorite and least favorite things to do. Thank God that we can use what we enjoy for his glory and ask him to help us do the things we don't enjoy for his glory too. One of the ways we give God glory is by telling others the good news of Jesus' death and resurrection. Think of one person you know who needs to hear about Jesus, then tell that person all about him. Thank you for joining in today on this video. I hope that you have been having a great time at home with your family. Can't wait to see you next week. Bye, guys!
Oh, okay.
Hey Josh, you're doing the
Kids, this is Miss Money. I can't help it.